I remember once appearing before a bench of three, in the High Court. And one of the judges slept through my arguments. And so when it came to, the ruling, the two other judges, said what they had to say. And this judge had the audacity to say that he had heard what his colleagues had said and he had nothing useful to add. Now, having been sleeping myself, I listened to the great speeches, advice that the previous speakers, shared with you. And so I say that what is well said by another is mine. And I adopt and endorse, the advice that has been given. And I'll just say a few words. I'm here at the invitation of the Chief Justice, the Chief Registrar of the Judiciary, but I'm also here because a member of my family is also being admitted to this noble profession. And that's Kiai Lusweti, who is right there. I see you didn't succeed in borrowing a wig from someone. Yeah, I remember when I was called to the bar, we had to go around trying to get the wigs. So for me, I've only worn a wig once, and that was in 1972 when I was admitted. So that's why I'm also here, and I just want to reiterate, three things. First of all, the pro bono work has been mentioned. I think the Law Society is doing a great job of asking lawyers wherever you are to give services to those people who can't afford them and people who are in need. And I noticed during the Gen Z uprising, young lawyers like Ian Mutiso, James Wanjeri, and others, and of course John Kamino, who is turning 90, I think, this year. They did a great job in terms of appearing for those demonstrators. And it seems that this is becoming a very robust part of the practice, which I think is laudable. And you should join. I think there obviously a committee or in the LSK that deals with this. And because you might be in various places, you might be in Kitui, Eldoret, or whichever place you are in, it will be very important to join other lawyers who are doing pro bono work. The second thing I wanted to mention is, and that has also been mentioned, so I'm just emphasizing it, the bar and the bench are twins joined at the hip. And it's very, 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 very important that we realize that it's the judiciary that stands between us and dictatorship. And once this institution is destroyed, and I'm talking about now also the bench, the bar, we're going to have a lot of problems. And I'm so happy that the Senior Counsel Bar, the President of the Law Society, both those offices have been very active in engaging in a dialogue with the judiciary about, many things. So I think that's the culture we should nurture and, and respect and, make sure that this institution remains strong and powerful. As you can see, the others are wobbling, right? This is the only one, and your role as advocates is to protect the integrity and the independence of the judiciary, come to their aid, critique them, which is fine, and there are structures for doing that. So I hope that we will continue, doing that. You've been told about the law and law. I just wanted to tell you that my observation has been that lawyers actually discover their causes after practicing law. So although you want to practice law and have offices and so forth, let me tell you that there are other disciplines that you can join, which some of them are equally lucrative. You can be a pastor. You can be a pastor. There's one lawyer who became a pastor, called Pauli Murray. It's a book of that lawyer who ended up being a priest, and she wrote great sermons and speeches about everything. So there is that, there is that. I'm not asking you to join the groups that are problematic, but a church, or if you don't want to start that, you can have a shrine, you can have a temple, you can. So that's open, and then lawyers become actors, actresses. They join into other businesses and so forth, and so few open to consider those. Then there is issue that the president of the Law Society and senior counsel Majio mentioned also. The way we have immortalized Firoz Noroji. But there is one aspect of it that hasn't been mentioned. Firoz Noroji Road joins Kodek Road, right? If you've been on Axwick's Kodek, so Galana was there, so he joined there. But his father, Elchi, and Kodek himself, they were the two lawyers in the 50s who defended the Mau Mau who were charged during that period. So that area now of Kodek and Noroji is a place that you should visit very often, okay? Because it's like visiting Dedan Kimavi's statue, near the Hilton. That is if you want to go there and, remember them and their legacy. But in that area, there are three great lawyers. Kodek was the first advocate, African advocate, in this country, and so that would be, it could be our shrine, the lawyer's shrine. When you get time, you go there, and also you pour libations. You can do that. So that's the significance of that particular area. We've lawyers now who have been immortalized, and we should always glorify them. So I wish you, the best of luck in your pursuits, and please join the pro bono brigade, because next month you will be required. Your services will be required. You know what I'm talking about. Thank you very much.